Richard Southern joins us to chat about some of the day's more interesting stories, and we're still awaiting the Pentagon's report into UFOs, but we're getting more hints about what could be included.
Yeah, love to follow the latest on this really big story, Melissa. The story that could be about to get bigger, as you say, the report from the Pentagon due out. U.S. government looking at these reports, these videos shot by U.S. military pilots. They encountered objects they couldn't explain, flashing triangles. So a big report's due out. Ahead of that report, though, U.S. lawmakers received a classified briefing yesterday on what the Pentagon knows on this UFO subject. And the lawmakers emerged from the meeting, and of course they couldn't say anything specifically because it was classified, but they did make some interesting comments. Representative Adam Schiff from California said, quote, "It was an interesting briefing. I did learn things that were certainly new to me, but I think I'm going to have to leave it at that," end quote. Representative Sean Patrick Maloney from New York said, quote, "We take the issue of unexplained aerial phenomenon seriously to the extent that we're dealing with the safety and security of our U.S. military personnel." Melissa, the New York Times the other week indicated that this report will find that the government doesn't know what these objects are, but that they can't conclusively prove one way or another that they're extraterrestrial. So it's another case of stay tuned. A lot more to come on this one.
Well, the truth is out there, I'm sure. Hopefully we find out soon what is going on out there. Now, Google Maps is a great tool for planning a trip, and that includes trips down memory lane.
This is really interesting. So, you know, Street View is great, right? You can walk down the street virtually, check out the buildings and whatever. It also now lets you go back in time, and you can look at the different Street View images through the past years. You can go back to 2007. And what a lot of people have discovered is that when they're looking around their neighborhood or neighborhoods of people they love going back in time, they see people who are no longer with us.
Oh, wow.
I want to show you some of these. Yeah, I know, it's pretty neat. Sean tweeting, he goes, "I can go back to 2009 and see my parents walking down the road, holding hands. There they are."
Oh, wow.
He says, I've since lost both of them. Another tweet from Don says, "My lovely dad, who died in 2013, is still on Google Maps. There he is right there in the window." And, you know, I wanted to do this story because I actually had this experience. I want to show you, I found my grandfather, who we lost 3 years ago. And there he is working on his shed in his backyard. That was from 2007. And, you know, when I found that the other year, I was actually, it wasn't upsetting or morbid. I was actually made me feel good because it's these sort of everyday images that you wouldn't normally have. And isn't that pretty cool that the technology has come so far now that we have this sort of time capsule? Melissa?
Absolutely, and it seems like a nice little surprise too if you do come across something like that, right? A little heartwarming, it seems.
Yeah, no, it's really neat. It's a good thing, and a lot of people were very happy that they have that. So good on Google. Another reason why we love Google, I suppose.
Amazing. Now, police received a lot of different emergency calls every day, but it's not very often that they involve farm animals.
There was, did you see this last night? A llama on the loose on the 400 up towards Barrie. The llama was going up to the cottage, I suppose. Lucky llama. Too bad we're not friends with them, you know? Anyways, along comes the OPP to cordon them off, and the cops actually pulled them off the road. They took some pictures with him.
Aww.
And look at that. Can you believe this on the 400?
Poor little guy.
Turns out, Melissa, he had escaped from a nearby farm. They reunited the llama with his family, and traffic was reopened. I actually heard this on the 680 News traffic report last night. Llama on the loose. Pretty wild, eh?
Definitely not something you hear every day or see every day, but I'm glad the llama was able to get home safe and sound. What a cute little guy. Oh my God, getting lost on the highway. That must have been terrifying.
I know.
It'd be terrifying for me even in the car. Like, imagine
so crazy
that.
Toronto traffic is, eh? We have everything, even llamas now. Blocking traffic.
Wild. Amazing. Well, thanks so much, Richard. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.